satisfied with it, so you know.
So is there any minerals, gold, or any copper?
Well, that's the only mineral that we export.
Black gold. And I thought I could pick it up a little piece and take it back.
Hey Doug, did you see those solar panels earlier?
No, I didn't see them. Was it a farm?
No, it's on the house.
So are we close to any the sugar cane
Factories?
factories or plantations? I know how to grow sugar cane. I grew up on the farm. My uncle
No, they are mainly inland.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they're mainly
Inland, they're
inland.
not so close to the water.
No. Certain crops doesn't do well close to the sea, you know, because they frost from it.
The fresh
Yeah.
coconut.
Yeah, man, you will definitely get coconuts on our way back. That's easy to find.
Mango trees up there, Lord.
Mangoes as well are, what I do is make a fruit stock where you have different variety of fruits to choose from.
They look like Christmas trees.
Alright? Yeah, man, so on our way back we stop where you can get coconut and some fruits.
Thin tree, like a Christmas tree. Right here on the left. On the left there. That tree.
This is Discovery Bay,
This is what?
Discovery Bay.
previously called Puerto Rico. So this is the area where Columbus made his first voyage. When Jamaica discovered him, because he didn't discover Jamaica.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, man, there were some Taino Indians living here some 500 years before he came. So there's no way he could discover here. He's a liar. Columbus is a liar.
Yes, he's a liar.
Is there any
And a murderer.
population here in the drama?
And a murderer.
Anyone?
Indigenous Indians still here.
No, those are they are extinct. They actually put them to work and they died out from hard labor and diseases that Columbus and his crew brought with them.
Brought with him
So
from
they
the
are
white man.
extinct.
Christopher Columbus died simple.
I don't know. Did he really?
I don't know. If he died of syphilis.
Look at the winds. Look at the wind.
Oh, yeah.
One of those people I
Did
didn't
when, what do you call it?
He found out
Right here for
he
that.
was alive.
But a lot,
So as a child.
but a lot of the slaves I know that came
Windmill.
into America, a lot of them didn't live about 30 hours. So they didn't work that long.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
worked
man,
so
so
hard.
straight ahead is the largest resort on the island.
Oh yeah.
That's the Grand Bahia Principal. It's a Spanish chain hotel.
It's called what now?
Grand Bahia Principal.
Oh, yeah. I looked at that one, too. I know.
So they have two sections to that property. They have adults only section called Luxury Bahia. That's Pablo Luxury Bahia. And the original Grand. So the luxury section is for adults only.
What's the flashing lights?
Police.
Police. That's
Yeah.
like an
That's
American.
universal.
Yeah, speed jump around the corner. That's why.
I know that.
You know, in the States, they will give you a ticket for doing that.
Well, it is not against the law to do it here, but they beg you not to because they said you're actually helping criminals. They are not just looking for speeding motorists, but they are doing spot checks and persons could be traveling in one of these vehicles with a gun and they just turn around and turn back. But it is not against the law. There's no law that says they can't give you a ticket for doing that.
So is there a seatbelt law here?
Yes, it is. There is.
We just got for the front too, not the back.
Well, it's the same thing here, just for the front.
So I'm in good shape.
I always break
No.
the law. Until you get back here.
Y'all have hot water this time? You did? And we went back, I went back down to the west last night and asked him, you know, is there anything you can do? And he said, oh, send maintenance down there. Ain't nobody down there. That's what the girl, I told her yesterday. She called and said that they would send maintenance down there.
But then they talk like, you said they said we had to be in the room. I don't understand.
Yeah, he told me, he said, I'll send maintenance down there. Call us when you get back. And I said, well, we're on the way now. So he sent them on down. But it's okay.
Now, who is the president? I don't like to call right now.
We have a prime minister.
The prime minister.
Yeah.
Prime Minister.
Yeah, man, his name is Andrew Holness. So we
No,
have
I was
two
hoping I could
major
get some
political
pictures for that
parties. We
spot
have
over
the
there.
PNP, which is the People's National Party, and the JLP, that's the Jamaica Labour Party.
Y'all like more conservative.
The ruling party now is the JLP.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but both of them is the same thing, you know? No good.
Not like ours.
No
Beyond
good.
no
Yeah, not like ours.
They
got
just
the biggest group.
they give you promises just to get in, and then
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, they don't do nothing.
They live in
You see these roads that you're driving on now, and they're looking so pretty and smooth and nice.
Yeah.
You should go inland.
mess.
Oh Lord.
Dirt roads, and bumps and bumps.
It's first and foremost, it's half as wide, 10 times as windy, and 20 times as bumpy.
Oh my.
I'm telling you, it's terrible, man. They just do these on the coastline, you know. It's the major roads from city to city, but
Tourists.
and that's where the tourists travel.
Tourists
That's
money
right.
maker, yeah.
But if you should go inland, you'll see the true Jamaica. Nothing good in terms of roads, you know. And that is where the entire nation depend on for feeding. The persons doing farming, they have to use donkeys and so forth to take out their farm products because vehicles can't go there.
Lord, they're still using donkeys.
You have persons demonstrating and blocking roads, protesting for good, better roads.
How many universities is here?
We have 3 universities here. The University of the West Indies, the University of Technology, and the Northern Caribbean University. And they have branches across the island. They spread across.
The University of the West Indies, that's where a lot of the foreign students come to.
Yes, right. And I think with the medical part of it, I think they complete some part in Cuba. Yeah, but we have lots of foreign students here.
Have you ever heard of Chuck Davis? He was an Afro-American, one of the historical Afro-American universities, North Carolina Central University in Durham. He used to come to different islands to learn from the natives with the dances. But he just died, I think he was 87 years old. He died a couple.
I think I've heard the name, but I don't know the real story or the details behind it.
He's from
You
Durham.
want some? You some
Okay.
tennis court?
But he used to travel all the islands.
Oh, they got
and
plenty of
learn
them
the
around.
dances, and then bring them back to the university. And right, so they would travel all over.
Shoot, I might have could have got me
I don't know here.
He was in his 80s. He just passed. He had to be close to 80.
Our students wear uniforms to
last one.
school
I
as
could have got
well.
in, you know, a lot of places.
And that goes all the way from kindergarten to college. University would be the only exception.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Try to get you a job.
And students going to school, we don't have a school bus system.
Oh, I was going to ask that you have school buses.
No, you notice you have different colors on some of the license
So,
plates.
what languages do you teach your
English is the main language. Some schools will teach Spanish and so forth, but they don't. It's just basically the basics,
Basically.
unless you're pursuing it right in that area. Then, but English is the main language. And you know, as you realize, we talk patois. That's our dialect. That's it's not. They don't teach it in school, but yet every Jamaican talk patois. Yeah, man. Without.
So what were you saying about the different color license plates?
Oh, the license plate. The white ones are for private vehicles. Those green ones signify commercial. You have some yellow ones. Those are the government-owned vehicles. Now, the vehicles with the red license plate, those are the public passenger vehicles. So they come in size of cars and buses. So persons going about their business, they will just stand on the side of the road. Wherever you're standing, that is your bus stop. And you wait for a taxi or a bus. So students going to school is basically the same thing. You take one to the major town, and then from the town now you have taxis or buses going to different districts. You know?
So they have to have money to pay.
Yeah, money you have to pay immediately. But it is not like, for instance, this bus, you would have 5 persons sitting across in each row.
Right, in front of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Would have at least 5 persons. And if it is students, that count could be double. Yeah. That's how they do it.
Pack it in.
Yeah, man.
So what about the students who can't afford a taxi?
You have no money to go to school.
Okay. They have a program called the PATH program where, because it is mandatory for every student to go to school once you reach the age of 6. Now, there's a government program they call the PATH where if you are unable to send the child to school, they would have somebody come into your home and do some investigation. How you earn, your standards of living and so forth. And then if you are qualified for that program, then they would take the responsibility of providing lunch, uniforms, and basically basic fare.
So uniforms are required here, right?
Yeah, man. All students have to wear uniforms to school,
Private schools are
except university. But even college, you still have to. All right, this is one small branch of the Northern Caribbean University right here on your right. Yeah, man. That's a small. I think this is the smallest of them. You know, but they spread across. So persons from this area wouldn't have to go into Kingston or Montego Bay. You know.
right.
So that PATH program, as I said, they would assist in making sure that child attends school.
I would think it'd be very difficult in the inland for people,
You see,
farmers.
the schools they're widespread, you know. They try to have schools in most large communities. You know, and they also try to make students go to school closer to home. You know?
How old, if you go and you quit, how old do you get? Or drop out, yeah.
At the age of 17 to 18. That's when you finish. And 18 is the year where you're qualified to, eligible to vote as well. And that's the age you obtain your driver's license. Yeah.
So do they have like a driving program they teach the kids to drive?
Yes, but you have to stand that cost. Yeah. So most persons who have access to vehicle would try to teach their child or children themselves. You know.
So the majority of the wealthy people live in Kingston or Montego Bay?
No, it's widespread. They're spread across. You have wealthy persons that live inland in the countryside just the same. But you'll find more communities in some areas of the town areas that only the wealthy persons live. You know? You have lots of those communities. Because, for instance, most returning residents, you'll find that they purchase property where they feel more secure and their type are living, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And as you can see, some areas only the wealthy persons can afford to purchase and build houses in those areas.
So do Jamaica, say people from the United States, specific countries that they want to that you can purchase land?
No, you can purchase wherever you're from. You just get a lawyer to do the paperwork and you purchase. You don't have to be a citizen. You don't have to live here. Lots of foreigners owning homes here. But I think they would have to go back like at least once a year. They have to go home.
I know in parts of Latin America, it's 6 months. You can live 6 months in America, 6 months, And a lot of people don't have the money for the retirement. They will live in some of the cheaper countries, like in Costa Rica. They will live 6 months, and then they come back. They have an area just for Americans.
What persons do at times is purchase these homes and have them rent as villas and so forth.
Oh, there you go, Daddy.
Yeah, man, those are dairy cows.
Ready to purchase your land?
Like Guernseys.
Yeah, man,
Get your
there's
cows
a
started?
dairy farm
Guernseys and Oaks.
or factory rather a couple of miles up the road.
Yeah.
Get a shot of the brother.
So is the dairy farm business pretty prevalent here?
Yes, man. Persons are always drinking milk and we produce some of the best cheese. Jamaicans living abroad, whenever they come, if it is one thing that they're taking back with them, is our cheese. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I saw it by the pasture.
Just pass it.
So one of the newest things in North Carolina with the farm industry is marijuana. They're producing this type of, I guess organic marijuana doesn't make you drunk, out of Kingsville and in Duplin County. But majority of some of the larger white farmers are getting those contracts because our tobacco industry is pretty much big. And so that's the newest thing going on. My sister's going to a meeting next week. People own property and farmland to see. That's the latest thing, but you've got to sort of get in the network because they're keeping it for the white guys.
And the newest thing here is that they are now issuing license to cultivate marijuana now.
Oh, yeah, that's what they're doing.
They are in the process of issuing a license. And as I said before, earlier, they now allow you to have at least 6 plants in and around your home. But Jamaica never said, give us an inch, we take a yard. Give us a yard, we take a mile. So if they say,
give me 6, I have 100.
yeah, man, we have at least 60. You're gonna have at least 60, man.
Wish I could see them.
Everywhere you do the government,
You see the tops of them look like they put some nice houses. Oh, it's
They
some
have any
unfinished
subsidy
though.
programs where they would help the dairy farmers and the people who are producing the crops
couple
for
of
them.
Yes, they have a company called RADA that helps farmers. At times they introduce special projects and so forth. Persons who are having problems, as long as you're a registered farmer, they will assist from time to time. It might not be on such a large scale as it should be, but yeah, they do have an organization for that.
Taxes are registered with all these programs. It's the same thing. You'll be a farmer and there's a bit.
They're working on it. They're doing this work themselves.
That's what you see.
The homeowners right
See
here.
them do flowers, different types of flowers.
That's not what they get.
Alright, so coming up right behind this wall is actually the dairy factory. This one right here. Yeah, man.
Where at?
On the
Right
right.
there on the right?
Search Island.
Dairy factory.
Island Dairy.
Dairy
Alabama.
factory.
So is that Jamaica Pine State?
Yeah.
What is the unemployment rate?
About 12% it is now. Yeah.
You get government assistance.
Apart from those persons who were mentioned earlier, with kids who cannot afford to send children to school, you know, those are the only ones. And even with the persons who are retired, like all, what they do get for their pension is nothing that can really live off. It can't pay the bills. And I'm not talking persons who had high paid job throughout, you know. I'm talking the